Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the late morning stream. It's 11 o'clock, I believe, a little bit past 11 a.m. in the morn, not too far from the afternoon. Welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, on this Friday day. I think it's Friday. Is today Friday? Well, it sure is. Friday the 9th, February 2024. Hope everybody's doing okay this morning. I hope. I'm hoping because, things can get a little cray cray. Get a little cray cray. What's up, Joker? The Joker Wild is in the building. Welcome on in, my friend. Good to see you. Always good to see a fellow Shiv player in the building. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, I got started a little late. I usually start around about 10, and I kind of just started adding this morning stream. I try to go double 2 days, morning and then the late evening around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Only because I don't know, I think I'm just bitten by the stream bug, and I hope that it infects me for a lifetime. Doing well, had some toaster scramblers and tea for breakfast. And man, you're already starting out good. Already had a nice breakfast and tea. I'm a tea drinker myself. I love green tea. I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. My breakfast was a little bit unorthodox. I had some some boiled Cajun peanuts and some Gatorade. And I'll top it off with half of a Slim Jim, only because I didn't prepare. I did not prepare properly for a better break fast. So I'm probably going to pay for it in the end later on, I'm sure, with probably some indigestion or heartburn of some sort. Well, that's my fault. It's my fault. It is completely my fault. But yeah. Thank you so much, Joker, for stopping on in. I appreciate your presence as always. Appreciate it. And yeah, we're gonna look at some PC setups before we actually start um playing some PC Sim. I plan on doing like 3 games today. PC Sim 2, and then we'll segue into some Darkest Dungeon. My love-hate relationship with that game. And to top it all off, for dessert, we'll have some Shiv 2. Play a little bit of Shiv 2. I've been watching a lot of Strider's how-to videos on how to get a little better with my game, my play style in Chivalry 2. And it's coming along. I just got to practice. Like he said, I got to go into the dual servers and practice on my defense, especially with the counters and everything. So that's going to be my deal for today. Oh yeah, Cajun boiled peanuts, a Slim Jim, and Gatorade. I certainly am. Certainly am Southern. I am a son of the South. Born in Louisiana. Well, actually, born on the Barksdale Air Force Base. I'm an Air Force brat, so both parents were in the Air Force, and I lived on the Air Force Base. People, when I tell people I was born in the Air Force, on the Air Force Base, they're like, "You actually lived on a base?" I'm like, yeah, sort of, kind of. It's not what you think. I didn't live like next to an airplane or something like that, or a fighter jet. They have an area that's, it's a suburb that's about like maybe a couple miles, 3 or 4 miles away from the actual military base, but it's designed for just military personnel and their families. So that's what I mean by I lived on the bay. So, but yeah, we always got first dibs on the Air Force shows and stuff like that. Um, I think they call us brats because like during Christmas and stuff like that, you got like so many like presents or something because we actually had they gave like, you know, to the Air Force personnel, this stuff was free. So we got like everything basically. So I always had like a big giant Christmas tree and all the presents and stuff like that. And so I guess I guess that they call us getting spoiled and we become brats or something. Or I don't know. But when my parents left the service and I went into like regular school, I lived on the base until like I was like 8. And when I went into the regular school system, it was a culture shock for me because, you know, I think it was a whole lot less disciplined, I would say, if that makes sense. And like the kids would be running around and the teacher would be in there. They would slowly but surely settle down, but that was a no-no. And the school went on the base because it was like you sat in your seat, you waited for the teacher to be there. Usually he or she would be there already, and you would come in, you would sit your butt down, and you would pull out your materials and wait until instruction began. And don't you dare cause any kind of trouble or whatever, because, you know, your parents would know about it and, you know, stuff like that. Stuff like that. So when they left, I think I was like 8, and I started like I'm not even sure what grade you're in eighth when you're 8 years old, but it was different. It was different. I would always come home and like, oh my god, did you? The kids are like cracking jokes. They're throwing stuff, and my parents are like, you're not doing that, are you? I'm like, no. Why would I? No way. I mean, I can't even fathom doing something like that. That's cool. Yeah, they have suburbs in most bases. I'm from Oregon originally, but I have lived in Mississippi for a long time. Oh, Mississippi. 100. Yeah, Mississippi. I drove through Mississippi when I was driving back from my time in LA. I mean, it's you drive through on the 10 East. You drive through Mississippi in like maybe a couple hours or so at the bottom of Mississippi. You're already out of the state. It's like, hey Mississippi. Oh, bye Mississippi. Wow, that was quick. Unlike Texas, where it takes almost, my gosh, it's a huge dusty state. It takes about I would say about a day and a half just to get through there, especially like San Antonio. My gosh. And then you look to your right, there's Mexico right there. Right there. Not even 5 or 10 miles away. This part, I'm like 45 minutes from the I-10. Yeah. The I-10 ends. I know it begins somewhere around, I want to say Louisiana area, but the actual I-10 ends in Santa Monica, California, right at the beach. I mean, I want to that highway is just amazing. It's amazing. It takes you through some parts of the country where you're just like, wow. Especially when you go through like New Mexico and Arizona, it looks so desolate out there. Just high desert. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then it eventually turns into I-95, which is another notorious stretch of highway. It goes all the way down. I'm not sure exactly where the I-95 ends. I think it goes all the way up to Maine. I'm not sure, but I know it ends in Florida, like right as you're getting ready to cross into the Keys. It turns into US Highway 1, which is still Dixie Highway, but like right around Homestead, I-95 South ends. But the old saying is, if you ever been on I-95 more than
You were murdered. Okay, you obviously weren't murdered
Holy
because
G,
you're alive and
welcome
you're
on in,
basically
my
intact.
friend.
You weren't
Welcome,
murdered, buddy.
welcome.
You weren't murdered, buddy.
You weren't murdered, buddy. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite shows. Reno 911. What a great show. But like they say, if you ride on I-95 for more than an hour, you have probably driven by someone has probably driven by with um, either a bunch of drugs in their trunk or a body. And I believe it. I totally believe it. That highway is notorious for the I would say the criminal organized crime, and you see them. You see them when you go down. When you go down into Miami, it's like, oh, there they go, there they go, there they go. You know it. You know they're in the mob. That whole city was built on mob money. Welcome on in. Yeah, I-95, man. They're either working on it all the time or you know, I try not to get on I-95 too much if I'm going because I also used to live in Boca, Boca Raton, and it's an interesting. Florida is a very interesting state. Put it that way. It's very interesting, very interesting. I don't want to get in too much detail on that. We are just chit chatting away here, just chit chatting, and that is my. You see in the background, that is my streaming setup. And speaking of streaming setups, we are going to take a look at some some streaming setups that are going to be rated by um, what is this called? Reacting to the all-time best gaming setups from Reddit, episode 1. I believe this guy is called Tech Source, and we're gonna check out what's going on with these streaming setups. I wanted to rank mine. I think mine is like, I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it's probably around about a 3. I'm gonna give myself a 3. The whole road is Denver. See the word setup. I want to see setup from Ohio. My wife is from Panama. Oh, nice. Panama City. I lived in Florida for a while and I didn't care for it. Yeah, it's hot most of the year, except around about April. It's really nice and at that time of the year. It's not hot, it's not cold, just kind of getting past the winter season. And you know, I tell people if you go to Florida, if you're going there for a vacation, be very, very careful. Do not swim in any body of water, lakes, rivers, canals. I say don't even put your foot in a pothole that's full of water because it might have a freaking water moccasin that just decided to take up residence inside of it. Don't do it. Because every year, somebody down there in Florida, we call them Florida boys, they go out there and they jump in those canals. And then as soon as they jump in there, a freaking 9-footer rushes at them, takes their forearm. There's this one story, this guy, this kid, I think it was like 2 or 3 years ago. Um, he lived on the near the Calahoochee River, which is notoriously infested with gators. And they still swim in there. They'll still take a dip. And in this particular day, he was with some friends and he jumped in the freaking river, kind of swam out to where those floaters are, that those dividers that are in the middle of the canal. And luckily, and he said if it's some he just felt like it was a weird situation. And he turned and he sees this gator coming at him full throttle, and he said he didn't have time to be scared or anything. It was just like, oh my gosh, here it comes. And the gator, he put his arm out. Gator locked on his forearm, and he said it didn't hurt. It was just a vice like grip on his forearm. And he said, luckily for him, he was near that strip of floaters, this little line. He grabbed onto that with his other arm. The gator took him under, and the gator did its spin, its death roll, took his arm, and luckily because he held onto that rope, he was able to get back to the surface, get some air, and he swam back to the bank. 18-year-old kid lost his freaking arm. They caught the gator, euthanized it, hoping and they could probably save his arm, but it was pretty much a done deal. But the kid was like, "Yeah, I went out there and swam, and I lost my arm." He was like, "Yeah, it happened. It was my fault. I feel bad for the gator, but yeah, hey, we knew what the risks were." And he was like, "Dude, if that happened to me, dude, my life would be changed forever. I'd probably be so miserable for like years, Oli and Joker. I would be traumatized. I would have to go to therapy." And he just shook it off like, oh, it's just an arm. I work construction, so I always had money and work, and I'm not from a tourist area, so it was really weird having folks basically live on unemployment till Yep. Yep. Florida has one of the highest unemployment rates in the country. And it's I don't people seem to be able to do it. I mean, it's expensive to live down there, you know, unless you move out to the unless you move out into like the western part of Florida, like towards the Lake Placid area, kind of like in the middle of Florida where there's, you know, no tourists or anything like that. Basically, Orlando, South Florida area, Miami, Boca, all along the Treasure Coast. It's very expensive to live there. Palm Beach, West Palm Beach, Boca, Boynton Beach, Cocoa Beach, Fort Lauderdale. You can kind of get away with it because it's kind of an industry kind of area, but still very expensive. I think the cheapest house you can get out there is maybe starts at 200,000. So it's one of those things. Let me adjust my alter ego here. Feels like it's a little off. Let me rearrange that. There we go. It might still be a little. Feel like I'm about to break my neck. 200K for a house ain't too bad. Yeah. And then the property taxes. I think property taxes aren't as bad, but your insurance is super high only because, you know, every year there's a threat of a hurricane or a tornado or a really bad storm. And so you have to bone up on your flood insurance, your hurricane insurance, which I think is a separate insurance away from your homeowner's insurance. So if you go into insurance down in Florida, you'll do well. You will do well. Yeah, Mississippi. Yep, you guys are right there. All along that area is hurricane territory. Anywhere basically along the East Coast is even Louisiana because there's a body of water there where the hurricanes can float on through. And because I'm in North Carolina, and even though the hurricane didn't, because I'm more in towards the away from the coast, like maybe an hour away from the eastern seaboard, but because there are so many lakes and rivers and whatnot, it's easily flooded. And I've been through two floods since I moved here. I forget which hurricanes they were, but my gosh, I don't wish that on anybody. Louisiana has gotten hit plenty of times. Oh yeah, when I drove through Louisiana from that last hurricane that ripped everything and flooded everything, they were still rebuilding. I think it was like maybe a couple years after the hurricane, they were still rebuilding. You can still see the damage that was done. And when the people had, oh my gosh, I would not. They were so. I think it was during the Bush administration, and the people were in the I forgot what the name of the New Orleans the Saints football stadium, and they put people in there, and they said it became like a fourth world apocalypse in that place. Yes, yeah, yeah. You can still see the watermarks on some of the houses of where the flood rose, and I'm sure it was super dangerous because Louisiana also has gators and stuff like that. So the gators was just flee free. People were like, "Oh, we can see gators floating out there," and man, and the animal and poor pets that were left behind. There was a lot of pet casualties there, and people. Some people did drown, unfortunately. But man, oh man, a flood is nothing you want to go through because it can take weeks for your power to be restored. You will lose weight because you're living off rations. Um, there's fish floating in your driveway. You're like, oh my gosh, look at this nonsense. Because for the two floods that I went through, I didn't go to a shelter. I was not going to a shelter to be around a bunch of, you don't know who is going to be at those shelters. I stayed right at my house and waited. Eventually it does subside. It's the water starts to subside, but there's still no power. There's still no, oh my gosh, and it was hot. You had to sleep outside on your porch because inside it was just too freaking hot, and you had to deal with mosquitoes. And yeah, if you're on the high ground, you are in good business. You're in a good position. Where I was, it was low fields, tobacco field area, low elevation, and the fields they look like lakes. They basically became new lakes. But luckily there aren't any gators up here in the area where I am. But if you go towards the swamp area of North Carolina, there are gators out there. But I've heard that they've even found gators as far as Lake Michigan. I'm like, who is transporting alligators up there? I think what it is, they get a pet gator. It gets too big, and they release it, and they're out there in the freaking lakes chilling. I'm not sure how they survive because it gets pretty cold, but didn't have power for 2 weeks or longer, and we have a well, so we didn't even have water. Oh my gosh, man. We had to get water and boil it. Yep, yep. You can't flush your toilets. Oh, it's rough. It's rough. You can bathe, but you're bathing basically with cold water, and then you couldn't use your own water because the the water systems got polluted with whatever soot and dirt and bacteria that was released into the reservoirs out there. So, and the town still hasn't really recovered. I think we lost maybe like 15% of the pop, and people are still living in hotels right now to this day. We had a flood. The flood came like the first year, and then maybe like 2 years later, we had another flood, and the infrastructure was it was tested. Mother approved. Mother Nature approved. Basically, yep, you're right. You're right. Yep, yep, yep. Got it. You got to have learned lesson learned. Get a generator. Get one. Get one. It is essential. People are like, oh, well, I don't think it's going to be another. Dude, it might not be a flood, but get a generator, bro. You don't know what might happen. The anything can happen. The city might forget to pay its light bill or something, and everybody's power is cut off for like 3 or 4 days. And you feel like you are in the pioneer days or something. They actually had the first couple of days, they had to actually have boats come out to your house, drop off water and any medicine that you might need. Like they weren't giving out any like, the real good stuff. They were giving out like Tylenol, stuff like that. Um, they were also giving out I forgot what they were giving. They were giving out prune juice because, people probably had like they've been holding stuff in for a while and people were constipated. People had prune juice so they can go to the bathroom and whatnot. And it was rough. It was rough. I knew something was getting ready to go wrong because I kept and when it floods, the rain is constant. It's constant. You're like, it has been raining for freaking 2 hours straight. I look outside. I'm like, wow, my tires are like halfway underwater. Well, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be all right. Another hour or so goes by. Okay, my headlights are underwater. I think we are officially in a flood. We are flooding right now. And God forbid if you live south of the river, that's where it got hit the most. They shut down all the stores. And of course, you have people that take advantage, start looting and breaking into people's homes that went to the shelters. It was just it was a bit of anarchy. It was a bit of anarchy. Yeah, boxes and boxes of rations and jugs of clean portable water. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They would give you like these like the camping stoves where you can light them, but you have to be careful. You don't set your house on fire along with the flood. And you could cook like the army rations and stuff like that, macaroni and cheese, stuff like that, condensed or processed beef soup and stuff like, little basic things that will keep you going until they revitalize the infrastructure. And oh my gosh, when those lights finally come back on, you feel like you have been released from some kind of temporary hell. I'm going to say it like that. It's hell. It's hell. It's like, oh my god, the lights are on. I think we've gotten past the worst of it. It rained here once for 2 months solid with little to no breaks in the rain. It was flooded everywhere, the area the area where you lived, even the railroad tracks down the road for me were covered in water. Yeah. Okay, let me explain about the railroad. I think it's the company is called SF. No, I'm about to say sound effects. It's a railroad company. And one of the reasons why it flooded so bad was because the city uh, leaders, or I think it's TRX. I think that's the name of the railroad company, TRX. They asked them if they could halt the trains that were coming through the city so that they can at least put, some kind of sandbag or some kind of levee, because the levees were kind of basically kind of not in good shape. And they wanted to put sandbags down there. They were going to stop all trains from coming through there for at least a couple days. They said, nope, nope. We feel that the flood is not going. We feel that there's not much of a threat. Yeah, there's a hurricane. Yeah, it looks like the river is about to overflow. But no, no, we need to make our money. And so, the city folded because that track coming through the city. They have to pay the city for that. But at the same time, there's a clause in there where you can't stop TRX from doing their business. So TRX was like, no, we refuse. And push came to shove, the city flooded. Half of the city flooded. Basically, the whole city was flooded. Roads were destroyed, especially people that were out in the country area that have like acres of land and farming. You were seeing like cows floating by that were dead, pigs, horses were running around trying to get to the highland and stuff like that. Deer. It was a mess. It was a mess. TRX, CRX, something. Yeah, I think it's the same company, but that runs through here. It's Canadian owned. Oh, the Canadians, lovely people. But hey, I guess they got to make their money too, at the cost of people. But yeah, 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 yeah. I don't wish. That's why I'm always like, I could never wish any, even whoever my enemies are. I really don't know who my enemies are, but if they are out there, I would never wish any harm to anybody because we're all human. We all have to live on this small little rock that's floating around this star, this K dwarf star, yellow star, along with the other 7 planets, or is it 6? Because I know they downgraded Pluto to a dwarf planet. Poor Pluto. No longer in the League of Planets anymore. And I'm not even going to get on space. Oh my gosh, I'm fascinated with space and whatnot. But I'll save that for another subject. But I will say this, I was tracking Mars a couple of years ago when it was, I guess, I forgot what they call it, when Earth and Mars are, their orbits kind of line up with each other. I was tracking that. I was tracking Mars for a while. And I was so excited about it. I was like, look, 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 hey, look. You know what? You see that star? You see that right there? It's glowing red. They're like, what? Yeah, what is that? I was like, that's Mars right there. They're like, huh, whatever. I'm like, dude, you know that's you're actually looking at a planet that's 28 million miles away, but it's at its closest point with the Earth. You don't find that fascinating? They're like, yeah, well, I guess. I'm just like, okay, never mind. Instead of worrying about wrongdoing our own kind, we should prepare for the inevitable invasion of extraterrestrials. Oh my gosh. When that day comes, it's going to be interesting because, according to the Drake equation, in our galaxy alone, the Milky Way, supposedly, according to this equation, there are 36 other civilizations in the galaxy. 36, according to the Drake equation, according to how space and time works. I believe the universe, everything that's in the universe, is about basically the same age, planet wise, give or take a few billion years, a billion years or so. And if life has progressed like it has here on Earth, any other Earth like planets or planets that can support life multicellular organisms evolving or whatever. But I'm Christian, so I'm like, I think we were put here. I don't think we crawled out of the freaking swamps and waters and became sentient beings. That's just me. That's me. Everybody can believe what they want to believe. But if it has happened that way, there are 36 other freaking civilizations out there. And if they are advancing at the same rate as we are, then that's probably why we feel like we're the only ones around. The great, yeah, right. I don't. I've been fascinated by that for basically forever. The moon, as close as it is to our planet, it's what 369,000 miles away. Takes like 3 days in a space shuttle to get there, even though we see it every day, and it's right there. And people are like, yeah, I would walk if I was able to. I would walk to the moon. I'm like, you couldn't walk to the moon. You're not going to walk 369 some odd thousand miles. What you need to do is just get on the Appalachian Trail and walk those 2,000 some odd miles. You'll feel great. But walking 369,000, no, you're not going to do it. You're not going to. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And the sun is like basically you're looking at the sun 9 years in the past, even though we see it every day and it's right there. We're looking at it 9 years in the past. Yeah, it would take you all your life to walk 369,000 miles. And who would want to do that? Not me. But I do want to hike the Appalachian Trail, starting from Georgia and going north to Maine. That's one of my goals in life is to do that. Just have the trail life for the next 5 or 6 months. But that's just me, Joker. That's just me. That's just me, Oli. That is just me yipping and yapping and yapping and yipping. I'd miss out on too many games. I know, right? By the time you finish the trail, you'll be like, my GPU is probably outdated now, and my CPU is probably on the verge of being outdated, etc. They probably come out with a bunch of updates with Chivalry 2. Oh, what have I missed out on? But they say, it's like it's an experience, and I think they call it trail depression or hiker's depression when you're done with the trail because you've lived that life for 6 or 7 months or 8 months that it takes you. Basically, I think it's the most is 6 months. It takes you from one end to the other. And when you come back to society, it's a shock. You have to basically kind of reteach yourself to be in this basically a box. I mean, you have freedom, but you're back to restraints. You got to go to work. You got to schedule this. You got to do that. You got to do this, that, and other. When basically all you were doing was hiking, eating, sleeping, pooping, and you start the whole thing back over every day for 6 months. The PS20 would be. It probably wouldn't even be PS. They probably would rename it to something else by then. Are you a console gamer, Joker? I'm a hermit. I'm all about the box life. Yeah, I kind of keep to myself a little bit. I think most of my friends are online. I don't know if that's a sad thing, but they're people, you know. Like I have a friend that I've known for almost 20 years. I have never met them in person, but we've been friends for almost 20 years. Met them online. We were watching through another group. It was called, we were watching the sub genre of horror movies. And I've made some friends. That was like in 2004. And I've had lifelong friendships with these people since, but have never met them in person. But it feels like I've known them personally for years, which I have technically, just haven't met them flesh to flesh yet. I'm a gamer, PC, PlayStation, Switch, mobile. I do it all. I'm thinking about getting a Switch. I was told to maybe get an emulator because I like the some of the. I'm not a retro gamer, but I do. There are some games that I really enjoyed as a kid, like Kid Icarus, Mike Tyson's Punch Out. You know, the Dragon Warrior. Those I loved RPG games back in then. Nobunaga's Ambition, and I guess because I grew up with on from that on that era with the NES, and I saw seeing games evolve. I was one of those kids who was like, "Oh my god, I cannot wait until you can actually be in the video game," or like games like Chivalry 2. I've always dreamed of games like that. I'm like, how I would love to see a game where you have a bunch of people fighting for this castle or something like that. Anything. And here we are, 2024. The games, if I was a kid, if my kid self could see the games that were going to be in the future, I probably would have quit school in the 8th grade. I probably would be skipping school just to be home playing video games. And I was a video game holic back then. So I can only imagine if Doctor Who came to the 80s and was like, here, check this game out. It's called Chivalry 2. It's not gonna be available for the next 20 some odd years, but I just wanted you to get a taste of what is to come. And he had the whole system set up for me and I could play it for like a couple a couple months. Dude, I my parents probably would have to put me in a freaking institution. I really hope they come out with full dive tech before I that dude, that'd be great. That'd be so awesome. And I think now from the games that for maybe 20 years past here this time, reality games are going to be so prevalent. I think it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem because people are going to become addicted. They're going to have these simulation type games where it simulates real life, you know, and people are going to really take these games really seriously. It's going to be a problem. It's a problem now, kind of, but in the future and beyond, say we live to like 80 or 90 years old. Can you imagine what the games are going to be like? And it seems like technology just it seems like it just it's so fast progressing in a way to where it's just we can't really keep up with it. That's just my take. That's my take. Sorry, I'm yipping and yapping so long, but I don't know. I like talking about stuff like that. Video games, outer space, natural disasters. I love it. I love talking about this stuff. It's I don't know if it's therapy or something, but I like especially with like-minded people who understand where I'm coming from. So it's, it's one of those things. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. I just hope that when the time does come, people will be able to separate reality. Oh, that's what I'm afraid of, Joker. That's what I'm afraid of because, with TikTok and, YouTube shorts and whatnot, our attention spans have been affected, I believe, drastically. And it's probably one of the reasons why I don't really go to movies to see movies anymore. I'm like, they're too long. I can't sit through an hour and a half, 90 minutes. I mean, I can, but I don't have that desire to go to the movies anymore. I would rather see it on YouTube and have it like a story recap. There's a site called Story Recap or Movies Made, Movie Summaries or Movies Made Short, and the guy talks about I love those. I love watching those type of I can see the movie from point A to point B and the guy sums it up and it's like I watched the movie. It's like I watched it. I watched the whole thing. I've never watched The Sopranos, but I'm a fan of the Soprano TV show, but I've never watched a single full episode. I usually have watched them through other people reacting to the episodes, which is basically maybe 15 or 20 minutes. I might miss some things, that happen, but you basically know what's going on. And I've been a fan of The Sopranos ever since. Never watched the show, but watching the short in versions of it, it's like, what am I missing? Yeah, yeah, TikTok, the Vines, YouTube. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. I think I officially have TikTok brain. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. My only regret is that I didn't go and see Godzilla Zero. I heard that was a great film. People were even talking about Oscar nominations for the film. And I've heard nothing but rave reviews. I've seen like I'm not going to watch it because I am a Godzilla fan. I am a major Godzilla fan. So I will go and see a Godzilla film. But they said this was one of the best ones ever. And I saw bits and clips of it. I'm like, that freaking Godzilla looks horrifying. Those eyes, those eyes. I'm always looking. I'm like, wow, wow. And they say the characters. Yeah, it's about Godzilla, but the characters you really care about the characters in the film. So I don't know. I'll wait for. I'll probably get a copy of it and watch it. I watch full length shows and movies occasionally, usually gaming. Hooked on Helldivers 2 currently. I'm gonna mark that down. Helldivers 2, you say? Put that in my notes. Yeah, and if you have any suggestions for me, like for film wise or game wise, I'm all for it. Just let me know and I will check them out. Helldivers 2. That actually sounds pretty good. I even like the Hellboy Part 2. I thought that was I thought it was pretty decent. Then Power. Wow. Really? Hmm. Ooh, this looks interesting. Hmm. I'm gonna put that on my wish list there, Joker. Yeah, that looks interesting. Yeah, I see a lot of people playing Pal World. It just didn't jump out at me. I don't. Yeah, you saw how quickly I think it was Boulder's Gate. It was some Diablo. I think Diablo. You see how fast that one came and went away. I was like, just wait. People are raving about it now, but I think this is very fickle. I think it's going to be one of those fickle interests, and nobody's playing it anymore hardly. It's like Starship Troopers, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Earth Defense Force, Remnant, and Deep Rock Galactic. All really? You're selling me on it. You're selling me on it. Starship Troopers, huh? Loved the book. Liked the movie. Loved Dina Mayer, of course. And I forgot what her name is. That was married to Crazy Man. How am I not remembering her name? Starship Troopers cast. Denise Richards. Of course, Doogie Howser. I'm looking at the cast now, man. Man, they've gotten older, that's for sure. They've gotten older. Michael Ironside, which is one of my favorite Canadian actors. Clancy Brown, another favorite Canadian actor of mine. I mean, they made the movie for what it was. Starship Troopers feel Super Starship Troopers. Yeah, the other ones they weren't as they were. I did kind of like Starship Troopers too a little bit, but you can tell that it had a lower budget. The writing wasn't there like it was in the first one. They tried to kind of stick with it, but you could tell it was a completely different movie. The bugs can just one tap you. Yep. So when they start getting close, you get the heart pounding. Really, really. And I know they have a Starship Troopers game, but I'm not. I wouldn't mess. I don't think I would want to mess with it. I think you sold me on the Joker. I think you sold me on it. If you see me streaming it, you will know you sold me to the game. Most definitely. It's really okay. I'll definitely give it a check. Definitely will give it a check. All right, so we're gonna let's see. Let's check out these PC setups. I'm interested in seeing this. Maybe it'll give me some inspiration on. But I do know I need a new chair. I do know that I need a new mouse and keyboard. I know for sure I need another monitor. I need a third, maybe even a fourth. And definitely need a new camera. I want to have that two camera angle thing because eventually I'll start showing my face. I hope that doesn't run everybody away, but I'm going to start showing my mug so it's a little bit more personal. 8 out of 10. Okay, the way the crouch and prone stuff works, a little janky, so that keeps it from being a 9 out of 10. And I'm just being nitpicky. No, 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 no. I think you're, if you know, I would take that seriously and just to see because more than likely you have a reason for that, and it's probably true. Switching. I also have to figure out how to turn that transition volume down because it seems to be a little bit jarring volume wise. Okay, okay. So we're gonna take a quick look. I want to see what this man is talking about here. Can you hear that, Joker? You probably can't. Negative. I knew it because it's not showing up on my. The volume's not showing up. This new audio capture thing, it's the worst. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna work. Unfortunately. Oh well. It's this audio application audio capture. It's kind of janky. It's a bit janky. And I just tested it before I even started. Let me double check something. Could be muted too. Yep, it's janktified right now. It's so weird. It's janktified. All right, well, with that, we will go straight into the first game of the hour, which is PC Simulator. Oh, it sucks. Oh, well, we'll be all right, though. We will be fine. So I have to tell you about this. I didn't know that people actually would come and I was playing this night like a couple days ago, and a person from Poland was like, "Hey, do you think you can sim a PC for me?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I can do that." And they were like, "Yeah, because I'm getting ready to. I have all the parts. I have this case. I have that, this, that, and the other. Can you put the PC together for me so I can see it? What it would technically look like?" And I thought that was really exciting to do for this individual. They said, "All right, this is the case that I have. This is the MOBO. This is the MEM. This is the GPU that I have. I'm going to set it at this color with the lights, the fans, put everything in there." They were like, "Oh yeah, I think I made a good choice." They're like, "Really?" I'm like, "Okay, cool. Glad I can help you out." So people actually do come on here and they're like, "Yeah, can you sim a PC for me?" Because at first I was like, what are they talking about?" I was like, "Wait a minute, I am paying a simulator PC building game, so I guess so." Because the parts in the game are actual parts, IRL. Got my PC building simulator music. Like if I owned a PC store, this is the music that you would hear in the background. Very chill, low key. Even though I do like my death metal. I try to look out for, okay, I was having problems with this yesterday. PC Simulator is actually a nice tool to check for compatibility issues. Yeah, I believe that. And I think this is kind of bugged. Look at what it's doing. So what I'm gonna do while it's bugged, I'm gonna see if I can get this thing out of here. Warning signs, stickers. Oh my gosh, it's not working. Okay. They want 5. What do you want 5 of these on here? This is not going to be a pretty PC. First of all, it's bugged like no other. I don't know what happened. Let me check the email on Fearless Fanny. I found that this particular one hilarious. She's an 82-year-old grandmother who back in her youth was an MMA fighter. Oh my god! She's like, yeah, I like my grandson Naughty told me about this game called Martial Combat, and it made me think about my days as an MMA fighter. I'm like, what? And then I had to set. Okay, we're gonna take a chance on this only because it's bugged and I can't really do anything about it. All right, it's done. Get it out of here. I got 5 stars for that. I'm like, get it out here. Just here. It's done. Yeah, it's done. We did everything. We're done. There you go. Bye. Your PC is bugged. Or the game is bugged. I feel bad now. All right, let's check on the ones. Are they? So this is the beauty that I'm working on right now. I'm calling this a mini server. Fearless Fanny. And she said her rival was Battling Betty. And they want her friend Betty got a PC as well, and her son or her grandson was telling Fearless Fanny that yeah, you guys can play online against each other. She's like, oh yeah, I want to be able to relive the old days of me battling my arch nemesis, Battling Betty. I'm like, wow. First of all, if you're 82, they were already having MMA fights at that time. I know. You're probably like everybody's gonna get a kick out of this one. Oh my gosh. Some of the emails that you read on these, you're like, okay, who's coming up with the storyboard on these? So I have, let's see, one, two, three, six, nine, 4 terabyte hard drives in here. And I believe this SSD is 1 terabyte. I also put in 3. There are 2 here and one M.2 kind of right underneath this GPU. Both are at, all 3 are at 2 terabytes each. So it's 246 plus the 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36 terabytes of storage up there. So about 30 terabytes of storage, give or take. I'm sure I miscounted somewhere. And I'm always asked, why don't you get why don't you get your own store? I'm like, no, because I probably my reservations for getting a store is that if you accidentally forget to put thermal paste on the CPU and you turn the PC on, you're gonna burn the freaking CPU up, or worse, and then you got to come out of pocket to fix that. Terabytes. I'm sorry. What do I keep saying tetra for? Terabytes. Thank you, Joker. I was way off on that. Tetrabytes. Yeah, get your Tetris here with your tetrabytes. And nobody freaking corrected me. They just let me go right ahead and be wrong. Except Joker. Joker let me know that I was saying I appreciate that, Joker. Oh my gosh, terabytes. Terra, not Tetra, not Tetris. We're not playing Tetris here. I never liked the game anyway. So, all right, I think what we were doing, we were waiting on some more parts to come. Yeah, we were waiting on another water cooled GPU, actually a couple, and we were waiting on I believe that's colorful CVN Z3. That's a motherboard or a job that's coming for, I think it's for this one. Yeah, his Mobo was fried, and his power supply was fried as well. So I'm gonna take that out. Okay, what am I hearing in the background? I actually worked at a PC as a PC tech IRL about 18 years ago. How was it? Was it any good? Where am I hearing that commercial? I'm hearing oh, that's I got Fox's. I got my buddy Fox's stream up. Foxy Vixen. Hated it. Why? Why? What happened? People were being kind of being a bit jerkish. I live in the backwoods of Mississippi. These things these rednecks can do to a PC, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Probably, let me guess, a lot of viruses from dodgy sites, huh? Okay, I think, yeah, we're gonna end the day on this particular one. Mississippi. What's the main university that's in Mississippi? Is it University? Had to turn the monitors upside down. I found bird's nest in one. Viruses abound. Some didn't want to hook up to our network. Wow. How in the world did a bird's nest end up in a PC? Are you serious? before I walk out of this door, I'm going to wait for that answer. And I just figured out you can turn off the lights in here too. Yeah, Ole Miss. That's right. That's right. They always have a very good college football team. Always. Ole Miss are the main two, and we also have USM, University of South Mississippi. Yeah, I think Ole Miss is the one that gets the most television time. Oh, that's neat. I just realized you can turn the lights off in here. And I'm not sure if this guy is flipping me the bird, but I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time. Yeah, I guess they had left the case off in the shed, or something, and a bird got in there. Decided to make its home on the freaking GPU, huh? Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. It's probably why my electric bill is always like 500 bucks in the game. That's funny. And probably had no shame about it. Hey, I know there's a bird in there, but can you fix it? Oh yes, it's gonna fit. Hopefully we can water cool. All right. Hopefully the water, I think it will. I think it will. I'm not sure what else. Oh yeah, we got fans to put in here as well. I think this is my most expensive PC that I've built. I don't want that to be too overpowering there. Culture Mine always rags on me about when I told him I think I'm the only one that can actually die playing PC Simulator, and he's been ragging on me ever since. He's like, "How did you die in PC Simulator?" I said, "Well, I count it as a death because for some reason I just couldn't get this PC to cable up all the way. I kept getting missing cables, and so I just put the PC in the cabinet of holding over there, and it's been there ever since. This was back, but I've started a whole new game. Some wild stuff for sure, and don't even get me started on like some of them are things on people's PC. Ooh, you would really think people go through and delete or transfer? Like, yeah, don't forget to take your porn off of your PC before you bring it to the tech or whatever you might be into. I mean, everybody's not into freaking midget kangaroo porn or something like that. And the poor tech they have to go home. They have to eat later on, you know? Give them a break. Oh, there can be. So my buddy, she always teases me about she says I have a fetish for case fans. I'm like, ooh, and here we go. My favorite part is putting in the fans. I just like to look out for my PC to making sure it has the best quality airflow. Man, I bet. I bet. You probably have stories that would make the average person blush. I mean, I don't. I wouldn't say. I wouldn't judge anybody who who's into that and whatnot. But just know, my friend, the kangaroo midget porn is probably not everybody's deal. Not saying that, you know, whatever, whatever. I'm backtracking here. These have to come off. We have to water cool this thing. Hopefully it'll work. Wish me luck. If not, this is going to count as a death for me. So I'm thinking. Oh my gosh. I'm terrible. I'm terrible, Joker. You have to excuse me. From there to there, from here to here. I think that should go there. And from there to here. I think that's a good loop. And then we'll put some coolant in here. Hopefully it takes it. Uh-oh. Oh, we gotta power it up. Uh-oh. What's going on? Oh, we didn't put the power supply in. Whew. Got a little nervous. Let's see if this bad boy will work. We need a nice size wattage of... There we go. Welcome to your new home. Uh-oh. What's going on here? I may have to take these out and put them back in. Let's take these fans out. Put the fans in later. I wonder if this can take 2 power supplies. Nope, only 1. And this is where I think the game gets a little buggy. I mean, I still have room for additional stuff, but it's like, nope. You may have to redo everything. Which is kind of a pain. I don't know. I guess I gotta take some of these. Maybe I have to take them out and then reinstall them. I mean, then reinstall them. And put some extra tetrabytes in there. That's what I get for saying tetrabytes for so long. And then they make the cabling so hard to... Fox! Welcome on in, Foxy Vixen. I was just talking about you. Welcome on in, streamers. I am your friendly neighborhood paladin. Paladin the Scorpion 911. And if you don't know me, I'm sure you don't. I do play a variety of games. Hey, the Dawn is in the building. I do a variety of games. Yeah, they were. I was telling Joka about how some of my friends who I haven't met in person, who have turned out to be like really cool people that I've met online. And you were one of the folks I was talking about that was in that category. Welcome on in, Raiders. But I do a variety of games, mostly Chivalry 2, PC Sim, a little bit of Darkest Dungeon, and whatever might float the boat at that particular time. FYI says you're still on. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't keep. I don't. I need a like. I need a little reminder button. Thank you, Don, for that. Not only was I wrong with my header there, or didn't change it, but I've also been saying terabytes wrong, and nobody corrected me except Joka. So you do mean terabytes, right? I'm like, you know what? That sounds like the right word. I've been wrong all this time. But of course, I thought the word several for many years meant actually seven, like seven exactly. And I'd be in mid conversation, and people were like, "Yeah, I've done it several times." Like, you did that 7 times, and I would get this like, uh, well, give or take, yeah, seven, and then the question marks would form on top of my head. I'm like, why did they hesitate when I asked that? Come to find out, several just means more than a few, not exactly seven. But hey, I'm not one of those people that is proud of being wrong. If I'm incorrect, you tell me. So I'll be a better person for it. That's how we live and learn. Like, you did that 7 times? My gosh. Well, not exactly, but then I'd be like, what do you mean not exactly? You said several times. Am I crazy? Probably. Yeah, my dad was always instilling that in me. He's like, never, if somebody tells you you're wrong, don't take offense to that, because at least they took the time to tell you, hey, it's not right. But there are people in this world that'll get upset with you for telling them that they were incorrect. Dude, what? It could be like somebody could stop you on the street and say, hey, can you tell me what the word several means for $10,000? You're like, well, it means seven. And you're like, incorrect. Sorry. Like, what do you mean, sorry? It means no. Technically, it means more than a few, sir. No, it means seven. No. Yes. I wouldn't be that insufferable. I'm just exaggerating a bit. Now, see how they're connecting now? I think that's a thing with this game. You have to do certain parts in order. Uh-oh, we got an issue with the SD. I may take out one of these. Oh well, the time has flown in lunch already. Oh yeah, man. If you gotta go, man, don't I? You do. You have to go. You have to go. I am just grateful for the time that you were here, and I appreciate your presence, everybody. Hope I didn't hold you up for too long there, Joka, with my ramblings, because I will ramble. I'm confused. Why would they allow me to have all this storage space, but not allow me to connect everything up? Maybe I'm going a little too overboard with the 3 GPUs. So let me do a quick shout here. Let me do a quick shout. We got the Joker in the building. We got the Fox. I'm a little slow on my shout outs today. Y'all have to forgive me. We got the Joker in the building. We got my sister Foxy Vixen. Check her out, y'all. Very cool streamer. Very cool individual. Her and the Phoenix. Two of my favorites. There she is. I don't know what's going on right there. That's probably Mercy doing something. Maybe not work on me because I never streamed before. Okay, okay. But you're a gamer, so I'm still gonna put you out there. I think the Oli, I think he's gone. He's from Singapore. So time is a little different. Very different, I should say. But there he is, another very nice individual, very down to earth streamer. He also plays PC Simulator and is a tech as well, a PC tech. I think that's Minecraft. I don't think I could ever get into that game. Well, this is disappointing. Let's see if we let's remove the piping and just go with a 2 GPU setup. Maybe that'll free up my storage space here. We may even just go with one. I need to look on the boards and double check. Why am I not able to connect everything that I want to go inside the PC? It's probably the motherboard too that has something to do with it. Tuna crab of tempura shrimp. Oh man, send me a picture. I love tempura. Tempura. Tomato, tomato. That still doesn't want to. Oh my gosh. This is disappointing. I may have to take everything out and reinstall. Whatever it is, sounds good to me, Joker. I would love some shrimp tempura. I like the guy that does he does the buffets. He goes to all the different buffets. Yeah, it's not letting me put everything that I want in there. What is that? I'd probably go with Japanese. I mean, I eat both. I was hearing something strange in the background. And I have like the biggest power supply available. I think what I'm going to do is probably take the look at all this, but it won't connect. I think it's the Mobo. I think it's the Mobo that's not allowing the action that I want. But this is the most expensive Mobo that I have. All right, let's take out one more GPU. Maybe that'll free up some space on the Mobo. Yeah, I think the cabling is kind of, unlimited, just as long as you. I'm not sure if the cables. Let me see. Let's try and reinstall these HDs one more time. Because that would be very disappointing if I can't do it. Yep, still won't allow it to connect up. But then it shows that it's connected. Maybe if I put a splitter inside here, inside the PSU, see if that would help. Hmm. Still not allowing me to do it. The rest of these are fine. I got the first row filled, but it won't let me do the last row, and it won't let me put this SSD on here. I don't think. Let's double check. All right, now that connects, but it's still showing red. I don't get it. Yeah, that's probably what I'm gonna have to do, because I think the game is kind of bugged that way to where it wants you to do things in a certain order. You just can't, which doesn't make any sense. Yep, and when you take everything off, it still shows. So yeah, that's a good idea, Joker. We're gonna do that. Are you cooking it yourself, Joker? Or are you going to order out? I think today's going to be a Taco Friday for me. I know people don't like Taco Bell, but I freaking love Taco Bell. Or Taco Hell, as some people call it. I'm like, yeah, it's hell when you don't have it. All right, we're gonna take Joker's advice, and we're just gonna remove everything. That's a nice card. I'm not an AMD person, but their CPUs look really killer, like heavy duty, can take on the world. Gonna make it yourself. Man, I didn't know you can make it yourself. That's a pretty neat cooking skill. Save tons of money, I'm sure. Do they really want me to take all of this out just to remove the MOBO? Just leave it in. I guess it makes sense though. You might forget that you left something in. Then when you're looking for it. So we're gonna leave that as is for right now. Finish up these other jobs. Actually, I don't think I have another job except this one. I hope I attached the, oh, there it is. Okay. Definitely those cables actually do look nice in there. We'll see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen, who is coming up next on the playlist? We have coming up Perfect Moment by Peter White from the album Perfect Moment. Added 2 days ago on the Spotify network. My old acting coach was named Peter White. I need to check on him. I'm not sure. He was kind of he was he was kind of up there in age not too long ago. I need to double check on my buddy. See how he's doing. Helped me get my first few gigs when I was in La La Land out there. Yeah, this power supply needs to come out. Oh yeah, and I've done that several times. I'm like, why am I getting a blue screen? Something says, did you put the thermal paste on the CPU? And I check it. There is no thermal paste on the CPU. You just burnt up someone's CPU processor. Well done. It's got an i7. My first ever PC that I bought for myself had an i7 in it. All right, let's see what's cooler that this individual had. I think his cooler was broken too. We'll put this on there. Graphics card. Ooh, what is that? Is that a toaster? I know I have a 750 watt somewhere. I got all these big boy. Actually, I don't. But let's just put one in there just to see if it'll work, if it does the job. Something still is wrong. interesting. Oh, wait a minute. I think his CPU was toast as well. But if it says owned, still owned by, then B-Bell. Nope, his CPU is fine. Um, I believe his memory, I think his memory was also kind of janktified as well. Let me double check. I could be. They should let you put like a notepad. Nope, his memory's good. No faults or nothing broken. Let me see what he's talking about. B-Bell, B-Bell. Hello, can you make some repairs for me? I'm sure someone like you can work out what's wrong. I think I need a new PSU. It's making a really funny growling noise. Can you take a look? My granddad thought that the PC needed some oiling, and the results don't seem good. I read some forums, and oh, he's reading forums, and they said it's probably the Mobo. My PC has been running hot lately. Can you do anything about that? And can I paint his case green? Yeah, I can do all that, but why is there still a problem? Uh-oh. Oh, I did. Did I think I broke the number one rule just that quick. Didn't put any thermal paste on there. Sure didn't. See? If that would have been IRL, that thing probably would be damaged by now. CPU cooling, Arctic Freezer 7X. Not to be confused with Nas X. Hmm. There's something still wrong here. Let's check the thermals. I mean, it has a brand new motherboard. Hmm. GPU is working. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. We'll only have 10 more minutes for this particular game before we have to switch. I'm on a schedule. I'm on schedule here. I'm on a schedule. Unfortunate. Well, not unfortunately, but I'm only doing 2 hours per game today. I got two more to go. Hmm. Unless I've gone over the budget, but that still shouldn't affect the outcome of the job being completed. Power supply. Now it's saying there's no boot drive in there. Okay. But I was warned this game can be a bit buggy. First, he said it was said his power supply was shot. Hold on, let me get back to that. Let's see. It says I think I need a new PSU. It's making a really funny growling noise. Can you take a look? My granddad thought that the PC needed oiling, and the results don't seem good. I read some forums and they said it's probably the motherboard. My PC has been running hot. Can you do anything about it? And then maybe paint the case green. I mean, it's a brand new motherboard. The same one that he came in with. Go ahead and paint the case. All right, let me put that cooler back on. Let's put the thermal paste back on. And I believe his cooler was broken too. This was his cooler that he came in with. Make sure I'm not missing any other parts. Case fans. Okay. I mean, I replaced everything that was broken. It's a diagnostic and fix job. So let's see. We'll go ahead and tie her back down. He came in with a 650 power supply, watt power supply. So I'm not sure what else could be wrong. First time boost viewers for free. Dog hype. develope.com. Oh, I think I got a bot. No thanks. Okay. I'll paint it faster. Gotcha. It does. Uh-oh. I think I know what the problem is. There's no boot device. I think. No, there's a hard drive in there. And I don't have any extra storage from him, so oh, the hard button. Okay, I got it. I'm like clicking the freaking mouse button like I'm trying to freaking make a horizontal swing. No boot device. What? See, I will take things so literally sometimes. What do you, I don't understand. What do you mean no boot device? It was just booting up just fine. Not too long ago. I think the game's bugged. Let me just throw an M.2 in there just to see. Still doesn't fix the problem though. So weird. This is so weird. On the right on the menu, was there an option for soft? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Let me double check. Let me reinstall everything back on here. So yeah, that's what you're talking about. It'll do that. Welcome back, Oli. I'm having a problem with this particular build. It says diagnose and fix. He was saying that his powers, I don't know why I'm getting deja vu for some reason. He was saying that he needed a new power supply, but it turns out his his motherboard was basically fried. His power supply was fried, and his GPU was basically toast. I replaced everything all the original parts with the same thing, but it's still saying it doesn't fix the problem. Scan for a virus. Let's do that. And his CPU cooler was broken as well. That's the CPU. I mean, the CPU cooler that he came in with. This is the one that was broken. But I put a new one on here. So I'm not sure if it's a bug or what. So I don't know. I don't even know if maybe I need to replace the case as well. I don't think so. Putting back his memory. And this is the graphics card that he came in here with. Let me take that out for a second. Make sure it's not. Yeah, no faults. Nope, nothing broken. I mean, I don't think there's, yeah, it's not, nothing dusty. This is so weird. We're going to check for viruses. Nothing dodgy there. I don't understand. I think we're in ads. We're in ads. Hard drive. It's a 3 terabyte hard drive. Hard drive is fine. I think this is a complete bug. SSD. He didn't come in with one. At least I don't think he did. But I'll put one in there. Or an M.2. Well, let's see. Let's double check with the SSD. Yeah, I think it's bugged. Just don't get it. Let's see. That would be under the PC stats, right? Well, this is what I have on there now. I'm about to freaking cry. Oh my gosh, man. What went wrong here? Ugh, I hate that. Looks like it's a job that's I'm going to have to reject. You mean the CPU cooler? That was broken as well, but I replaced it. I'm not sure if I should replace it with the same one. Yeah, it's not doing anything with the compressed air bit. I'm kind of wondering, should I replace the case as well? Yeah, I bought the same motherboard. Say his this was what was wrong with it. His motherboard was fried. His GPU was fried. His cooler was fried, and he had one piece of RAM that was also faulty. And I replaced everything with the same parts that he came in here with. So I don't know. Don't replace the case. Okay. Hmm. Same power supply and everything. Well, luckily I didn't save up until the point where I was fixing it. Hmm. We could try that. I guess it's going to want me to put everything back in. See, that was his CPU cooler, but I replaced it with a new one. I don't think it doesn't allow you to paint the molding, unfortunately. It allows you to paint the glass, but not the molding. I've tried before. Hmm. I'm tempted to hit that quit button. It's going to bring my boggle rating down, but I can recover from it. So weird. It's so weird. Oh well. Use the same CPU cooler that he came in with, just a new one. Because he did give me a budget that I have to work with. So that was the MYA RBW. MYA YBW. Apparently I have one in storage here. I'm wondering if that's his. Let me put the paste back on here. Tools, thermals, pasting. Okay. I'm gonna just double check with this CPU cooler. But it doesn't say owned by, so I don't know. Hmm. I don't get it. I don't get it. But I didn't save it. So we'll hopefully when I come back to it, I'll be able to figure it out. Oh, we're going to leave on a cliffhanger on this one, aren't we? Tune in tomorrow when the Paladin tries to figure out what the F is going on in PC Simulator 2, Part 2 of B. Dalton. Sorry, not B. Dalton, but B. Bell, I think his name is. B. Bell, comfy belt. Dude, why did you send your PC here with a bug in it? If things OG parts and working, it's painted. The work orders. Yeah, I don't get it. I really don't get it. I think it's bugged. I think it's completely bugged. And probably if I do it the IT crowd style, turn it off and turn it back on again, it'll work. I'm the only one that can get lost in their own shop. It's a mystery. It's a mystery, Joka. It's a mystery, Oli. It's a mystery. Look at these cars driving by, pointing the finger at me. All right, we're going to switch titles here. I'm going to do a quick BRB, and I will do exactly that. We're going to play some Darkest Dungeon, which probably more than likely is going to make me a bit upset. But I'll be right back, y'all. All right, let's capture this bridge. if it's possible.
Keep fighting! The bridge is almost ours!
Whoops. Didn't mean to kill 2 people with the barrel there. And I'm getting the f*** out. Twins. I must have the weakest bow. Oh, I got somebody! I can't clip that. Clip the hell out of that. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean to curse. I got my first kill as an archer. Doesn't cost you anything. Rude. Yeah, frick that. Fuck that. Tacky ass. It's rude. That's really rude. He's like, what did I do, man? I've just been standing here for the last 85 years. Some milk for you, buddy. Chivalry part. Here's the chivalry part.
The mast is destroyed! Only the flagship Goldmane remains. Cripple her!
Now, if you shoot me in the back, it's on, like the break of dawn. Want me to smack him, Kit? Oh, he caught me a cramp. I'm cramping. I'm cramping. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. This was too early. It was too early, Kay. It was too early.
Ambush them at the standing stones.
Off the top. Good effort, though. Oh, I'm about to die. Streety. That was Streety, y'all. That was Streety. Here's where's that $5 you owe? Oh, is that how it's gonna be? Is that how it's gonna be? You owe me $5. I've been patient, but you know, you act like you don't. You know what? Never mind then. I told you this game's violent. Oh, look out. It's Rudolph. Oh, teammate, you walked right past me. Why? Do I owe you money? Somebody help me. Archers. Oh, thank you. Who was that? What do you think? But isn't that where the skeleton is?
Look in the hole. Go look in the hole in the door. Look. Oh, I'm afraid.
Ah! Oh my gosh. You knew that was going to happen.
No.
God dang it.
I don't wanna. I don't wanna. Go look, Blue. Go look.
Yeah, come on, running in there like you Conan the Barbarian. Which way, my friend? Which way? That way? I got it. Smack. Wait, what does that sign say? Blythe and Smith Smithing.
We've nearly neutralized their defenses.
Got an arm off. Got two arms off. Where's my health plan? Is it back on the boat? Need to use that respawn, forward spawn thing. Whoa! What a way to put you. Come on. Ooh, who was that? Nice shot, buddy.
God.
I've passed away.
You just passed it. On the stairs? I don't have a fucking...
I think I'm back. Get those house lights up. Whenever you're ready, Chef. All right, there we go. So I changed my mind on Darkest Dungeon. I don't want to start cussing and fussing too early in the day, because that game will make you do it. I know, right? I looked at it. I'm like, I think I'm gonna lay off of the Darkest Dungeon for now and just go into some Shiv. Woo! Oh my gosh, let me tell you, Joker. I have the and the narrator, he lets you know, overconfidence, like basically you think you're doing really well, you can just do what you want. Oh no, 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 no. That's why they have introduced in that game critical hits. And one of your main guys can get hit with crits after crit after crit, and then just freaking have a heart attack and die, and all the investment and time you put into that character gone. Ooh, buddy, let me tell you. You would swear I lost a childhood friend or something. Especially your healers or something, like your Vestals, and they bite it. Oh, makes the blood boil and run over. So I think I'm just gonna be, a little nice to myself and not stress myself completely out. I think a few levels of Shiv will bring it on home before I cut out for the rest of the day. About an hour. About an hour. Giving myself an hour. So I don't start to hate video games. That's why I had to stop playing Dota 2. Dota 2 was my other go-to game a few years ago. Dota 2 ranked matches. Oh, your feelings are gonna get hurt. Somebody's gonna call you out, tell you to uninstall, or ask you, why did you even bother to play the game? You need to go back to the tutorial. All kinds of things that will try to hurt your feelings. I think I have over 3,000 plus hours in Dota 2. And you know what? I miss it. I miss playing. I really do.
We have captured half of the village. Leave nothing for the Masons.
Oh my gosh. You think Shiv 2 chat can be toxic? This is basically Sunday school compared to Dota 2. Go ahead, pick it up. Didn't appreciate my chivalry. Dude had a bad day. Number 1 rule, kill all archers on sight. Ah. Yeah. Or they try to vote kick you because you accidentally stepped on their big toe. Thanks, teammate. Thanks for reminding me. I don't know why people do that. You are not Bruce Willis, brother.
Champions, they are out of resources. Let us push deeper. Masons are rallying to that tower. Bring it down.
Put that fish down, buddy. Ooh.
May I suggest halters for that? You don't.
That was rough. What did he do? Does he owe you money too? Why do I keep seeing the same guy? Dude, don't hold your block like that. The guy's just swinging for mercy's sake. Ooh, nice one, teammate. Dude, why do I keep seeing you over and over? You're haunting me.
I guess I do.
One-on-one. No, I'm not doing anything. It's on you. It's on you. It's on you two. It's on you two. I'm over here. Oh, referee. Oh, back of the head. Beast at the back of the head. Uh-oh, look out. And look at the archer. You have to blame the archer, your archer friend.
Won't work. Nope, nothing doing.
Nothing personal. Who put these barricades here? It's a mess. Passing by, Archer! Don't play dead. Sorry, teammate. That was my fault. Ooh. Ow. JPack the Doc. You convinced me to have tacos today. I haven't had anything cheesy in a while. Oh, tacos, man. They are my weakness. I can eat those all day. Every day. They didn't make me gain any weight. I wish tacos had the same caloric intake as ice cubes and still taste just like tacos. I think that tower's about to go, buddy. I think. Yeah, I could eat tacos all day. Well, not all day, but... I think our team's giving up. He actually chased me all the way back around. I feel that I make homemade tacos, so I might always pile high with meat and cheese. Mine are probably twice the calorie count Taco Bell and 10 times better. Dude, I would eat them and curse Taco Bell at the same time. Like, Taco Bell has nothing on the Joker. GG's.
No! How could such depraved pagans resist our divine retribution?
I just don't think I could do turkey tacos. I don't know. I don't know. I'd try them. They are? All right, I'll check them out.
The slaughter of Coxwell.
It's probably even better for you, cholesterol wise. Da-da-da-da-da. What did it do? What did it do? Get up, get up. Doom, 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 doom. Go. All right, this is what I do on this particular stage. Ow! Is that? I don't do that. That's not what I
It
meant.
is your duty to defend the village.
Invisible. If I don't move, I'm invisible. Of our nation. Doom, 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 doom. And go, 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 go. Go for it. Move, chicken. Pitchfork ain't gonna do me any good. Dude, he followed me. Oh, no, he did not. Okay, Jitsoko. That was uncalled for and unnecessary, my friend. He just had to teabag me. He just had to do it, Joe. He had to, I guess. Oh, he's in for it. Very. Suze, welcome on in, my friend. Got me with the rib punch there. Nice. How you doing today, my friend? Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Hanging in there on this Friday day. Not much to complain about, but I'll find something. Why am I jabbing the torch rack here? Of our city. What you got going on tonight? Oh, there he is. Oh, I couldn't get him in time. Get up, bro. I tried to get him. What's going on over here on this side of town? Look out, buddy. There he is. You are a marked man, buddy. And he knows it. You better hang with the crowd, buddy. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Oh, yeah. Sorry, y'all. See my bad sportsmanship, but he deserved it. I'm glad you agree, Joker. I'm glad you agree. Not much, just running some errands. Be careful out there on that road, wherever you're going. But some people think the road was designed just for them and their car and their insurance and their errands. Psycho, groupie, cocaine, crazy.
Guard the village. Kill the ones with torches.
From falling. People are like, what is he doing? He must be listening to System of a Down or something. I think people sleep on this war club.
From this onslaught. Safeguard the Commonwealth.
Are we going to hold them at the village? I've only done that once. Look at this guy. Oh, come on. Well, they got there at the last minute. Big butts! Would memory clock speed be one of the biggest reasons I'm getting spiked, or would you say more SSD? I got 24 megahertz clock speed. The last one was 4,400.
Access to the city.
I would say if you haven't changed the memory with your upgrade, it could be. From what I was told, whenever you upgrade any parts, you're going to have to upgrade that RAM. Are you overclocking? It's the same RAM. It could be a storage issue. Different memory clock speed. It could be a storage issue. Oh my god, I got it. Oh, he got the kill. It could be also your storage as well. If it's tapping out, it's going to try and compensate for the lack of storage. Especially if you're running a a heavy game like Fortnite. I would say go to like a 2 terabyte. I mean terabyte, sorry. I did it again. Tetrabyte. Play some Tetris. But yeah, I would go with a 2 terabyte SSD. That's what I had to do with my old pre-built PC. Because I added a game that was called Dota 2 and I didn't upgrade my storage, so it was very janky. It got janktified. Same motherboard and have him put it in chaos, because my thoughts is that if that's the only thing that changed, it must be right. Yeah. Especially if you have a lot of games. Like what my buddy was telling me, what we do is if we're not playing a specific game, or we know that we're not going to be coming back to the game anytime soon, just uninstall it. That helps to save on storage as well. And if you do run heavy games, it's going to have a hard time trying to keep up. And I learned that lesson the hard way. But anytime you do an upgrade, oh yeah, no problem, no problem, no problem. Oh, thank you, big butts. Keep on gaming, my friend. Keep on gaming. Yeah, my tech guy always tells me to upgrade my storage whenever possible. Lunch in my belly, drink in my hand, ass in the desk chair. Time for some Helldivers 2. I'll be lurking. Thank you so much, Joker Man. I'm going to be checking that game out as well, because you got me 95% on it. I probably just have to look at the trailer again and be sold completely. I saw a notification pop up, and I'm not sure. It looked like the guy Ernest. Oh, those fire pots, man. Titan trailer. Okay. Somebody was behind me just that. I have some really very bad depth perception when it comes to throwing that fire pot. I think I'm throwing it where I want it to go, but it goes like another 10, 15 freaking computer yards away from the intended area. AoE. I think there's one particular song I like to hear. Psycho, groovy, cocaine, crazy. Oh, you thought I was going right, huh? Southpawed it on you. People aren't ready for that southpaw. That left hand. Boom! I'm doing awful right now. Defend the gold. Yeah, I was getting ready to put myself through the torture rack, y'all. I was getting ready to play some Darkest Dungeon and Chivalry 2 back to back. Oh no. Something said don't do it. Pick one or the other. Watch out, buddy. Ooh. Stop holding your block, bro. All right, but you were an archer. I knew that was coming, man. You make yourself a target with that harp. Somebody just does not care. This game trips me out, man.
The enemy has completely robbed an area of loot.
Not safe out here either, buddy. Oh. It's so funny, man. All right, let's see what's on this side of town. Ooh, we're giving him a hard time here.
Things get worse.
Dude, you look red, buddy. You look like a mason.
Get up, King.
Oh, they might pull it off.
Not again. No bad way. Won't work.
That's enough.
All they need is one little piece of gold, and they got it. Yep, they got it.
Fall back! The enemy has overrun
They
the
got
city.
it.
Reinforcements have not yet arrived. This is it. Do not go quietly.
No bastard breath.
Okay, I got killed by the booty plug. I said it. Booty plug. I got an arm off.
Stick together. Do not let the enemy break our ranks.
This position is our victory! Hold it!
Bastard.
And we're taking the fight
Only
to
half the
them.
garrison remains. Die with honor.
Thanks for that heal, Xander Blaze. Oh. GG's, yo. GG's. Princess Diva, go back to playing Minecraft. My goodness. Ooh, says Jitsoku. And she says, you all can suck something. Oh my gosh. Wow. The salt is real. It is real.
The battle
For
of
the
Dark
blue
Forest.
and gold!
I mean, I just got to make sure I'm shouting out my regular folks here. Let's go. Oh, we are outmatched here.
Take them by surprise.
Oh well,
Attack, brothers! Stop that caravan.
we'll make it work.
Together, let's go.
I don't understand the jumping in the air thing. I was already fainting into my other freaking move. It's an earthquake. I don't get too far out there, being sneaky. Oh, he got me. They got me. Do 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 do. Can't wait to play some more Hunt Showdown. The game's kind of fun. I like it. Some. Ooh, what are you throwing at there, buddy? Where are you going? All right, thanks for that reminder. Bit me. Bit me on the hand.
The Mason caravan has reached the gate. Fall back to the gatehouse. Agathians, defend our gatehouse.
Ooh.
Not happening.
Character kid. Character kid. All right, character kid. Oh my gosh. Go for the horizontal spam. Give it to me one more time, system. Just one more time.
Defend the gatehouse from the Mason order.
You left a mark. You can't fight lying on your back.
Below, the gatehouse is lost. Brothers, stop that caravan.
No way.
If I let you. Get as much practice on this as possible. One day I'll get that 100-meter achievement, 100-meter distance on the ballista.
Stupid bastards.
52.
Stupid bastards.
I knew it was going to get somebody's attention.
Stop the Mason caravan.
No way.
not see from that perspective. It's almost impossible. Might as well call me a blind bat. Get him, teammate. Oh, too bad.
That'll show ya. Take that, you bastard.
Ow.
No, you. Blast it.
Stop the Mason caravan.
Stupid bastards.
Attack the caravan. Stop it in its tracks.
Stupid bastards.
Dog. That was a great movie, by the way.
And enough, bad, yeah.
The convoy must not be allowed to progress.
And enough, bad, yeah. So isn't this some shite?
Mason caravan must come no further.
That's what I thought. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it exploded on me.
Break the convoy. It must be halted.
All right.
Stop the Mason caravan.
That's what I thought. Ayo! Aha! Die!
That hurt. This is shite.
I guess so.
Attack the caravan. Stop it. We must make our stand now.
One more time, sugar. I should just put it on repeat until I get tired of hearing it.
Convoy must not be allowed to progress.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're screwed. In a bad way.
Mason caravan must come no further. Behold! The caravan has reached our barricades! Brothers, we must defend the barricades!
Oh, me!
If I need you.
Certainly, sir. Onward, friends! Keep moving! Forward!
Defend the barricades!
Very nice slash attack there.
We must protect the barricades! That's enough!
No more! You left a mark!
That's enough! Stop the masons from destroying the barricades!
Oops.
That hurt!
That's enough!
Good. Oh. what happens for not paying attention. I think they got the last one finally.
No! Our barricades have been destroyed!
Oh gosh.
Brothers, we must defend the gate!
Archers get no kind of breaks in this game. Lovable says, either way, first person or third person, just remember that all archers wake up and eat a bowl of diseased you-know-whats. Wow. It's too funny.
Confused and you.
Watch out!
Just before they finish up. Yeah, thanks. Now quit your lurking. No, nope, nothing doing.
Remember to document that.
Our gate is being destroyed! Defend that gate with your lives!
This is a danger zone. Don't want no part of that.
Zounds! The Masons have breached the main gate! Agathians! Our duty is to defend the Duke with our very lives! Defend the Duke with your lives! We must guard the Duke! The Duke must survive the old...
Here they come.
Defend the Duke with your lives!
We set that whole hallway on fire.
Right.
Oh, I'm supposed to hit him. Archer, Archer, Archer.
I'll be joining you.
Just taking a bit of beauty sleep. I can't.
Guy is still complaining about overheads. It's all good, man. Just counter with the overhead.
For the cross and lion! Defend the goop with your life! Time's up!
He's only trying to help.
We must guard the goop!
Get out.
The reason of friendship has been repelled!
Hearts upon the order for the cross and lion.
The breach of Bodwin.
I want to shower you with sugar lumps and ride you over fences. Polish your hooves every single day and bring you to the horse dentist. My lovely horse, you're a pony no more, running around with that man on your back like a train in the night, and you like a train in the night.
Masons, keep the enemy away from the walls.
Let's go, team. What team am I on? Defending Masons.
Tenosians spotted
Here we
out
go.
in the dunes. Brace for contact. They are escorting siege craft. Stop them from moving any further.
I just woke up. Nice move there. Chic Roberto. Cannot tell if that guy was red or yellow. Once again. How many times?
This brief moment of silence. Indeed.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Dun, 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 dun. Fighting in this war. Dun, 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 down your room. Ooh, there's a double death over there.
Those siege rounds are getting too close for comfort. Stop them now.
It will not work.
Cover me, Archer.
Do not let the Tenosian siege rounds reach.
Easter Bunny out with the poleaxe. Tomorrow I'm not fighting in this war. once again. What? What? That was twice. I counted both attacks, but still could not finish the
Clear
job.
the walls and protect our siege weapons.
Dude, what happened?
Our defenses are falling. Safeguard our siege weapons.
I want a Lego ring. Oh, come on. Dude got sweaty there for a second, didn't he? Nah, I know what I know. All right, where were we? That guy's bold.
The wall is lost. Fall back to the bazaar. Hold the bazaar. Bar the enemy from the town.
Ooh, nice move. AMDGAD.
Do not let the Demersians take the market. Clear the bazaar.
What? Wolfenberg. Reposition, reposition. Houdini. Ooh. Nice moves there, Chic Roberto.
They nearly have
Roberto.
control of the bazaar.
This is the part of the gang you're not supposed to be at.
The bazaar has been overrun.
Find that preposition, buddy.
Absolute worst.
Get up.
Patience to the courthouse. Keep it clear of
Can't
Tenosian
believe that.
scum.
Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Houdini.
Verily, keep the town hall clear of Tenosia.
He wants that archer bad, doesn't he?
Uphold our defenses. Keep them nothing.
Oh.
Keep the town hall clear of Tenosia.
Quit lazing around.
Holy show!
They have stormed the hall. Kill them all.
Oh my gosh. It gets me like you do. You
The courthouse has fallen. They have established a foothold. The Tenosians are targeting the bulwark. Stop their bombards.
Prepare to meet. Where does your family reside? That I may end your line of inbreed. Bollocks!
Here I go.
It will not work.
Ooh, look out. Almost. Let's go Team Red. Let's put them to bed. Watch out for those bombards and those catapults. They aren't discriminating. Anything that's over by the bombards is fair game. Loading us. It's a nice sword you got, bud. Like it. Oh, nice. That was rough, but nice. Nice, but rough. The lines of everyone you know. Hope you play this thing tonight. Damn it. So long. Sausage collaboration. What's a collaboration of sausage? A pack? Brought to your tears again. We are hurt you so.
The bulwark is crumbling! Don't let them use those bombards!
I agree.
It's over. I think it's over.
No! Hope wind has fallen! The cursed desert wind blows into our land!
Nice work, team. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for me for at least the first part of the day. I'm thinking I might be back later on. Around about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, other than that, we're going to go over here and say hello to Electrical, a sister in arms, Chivalry 2. She's probably on a treadmill playing Chivalry 2 at the same time. I think that's pretty neat. I think that's freaking great. But don't call her by the E. Just call her Cal. That's all she goes by. Cal. So, yeah, let's stop on by and say hello to my sister in arms. very good Chivalry 2 player. I think she is playing Enshrouded right now. And other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you next time.